No. That's not this show. No, I'm just kidding. I first want to make a shout out for all of these shows like Critical Role and Dimension 20 and The Chain and all of those shows for kind of influencing this, inspiring this to be a thing. They walked so that we could walk slower. So we thank you so much for that. But now we have our own intro. And here it is. Oh, hello, weary travelers. Oh, come closer. Come around the table and gather. And join us as we tell this many Fables of Velenia. Yeah, that's it.
We will have an intro eventually.
Yes, it's going to be, more compact. But I'm your host and DM, Rice Garen, and I am with some of my wonderful friends. It's weird talking to a camera and not actually talking to a person. But I'm with all my wonderful friends, and I will allow them to introduce themselves with their name and the name of their character if they want, but you don't have to introduce the name of your character. Well, we're going to start right here and go around.
This way. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I guess I'll start it off. I am Hagen Hall. That's my player name, not my character name. My character is Munnin Umbratallon. Yes.
Okay. Moving on.
I'm Micah Adams, and I'm going to be playing Orryn Garrick.
I'm John Rich, and I'm going to be playing Montly Bunderlus.
Yes.
My name is Landon Stewart, and I'll be playing Zara.
I am Mike Wilbanks, and I will be playing Landon Sagewood.
I'm Piper Johansson, and I'll be playing Kota Galitsadi.
Yo! And who we have behind the tech screen, we want to give our tech a shout out for making sure that this thing happens. Because the backstage crew doesn't get enough spotlight.
Which camera?
Where is he?
Our stream.
No. Oh, I just unplugged your computer.
Oh,
Sorry.
It's
So
all
I'm
good.
Andrew. I'm not playing any character. I'm just the tech guy. So I hope you all enjoy this.
Golf clap. Can we get a golf clap, please?
Golf clap.
Tech right in the wall.
Well done. Yes. Yes, so announcements. First, I want to thank Cultivate IT. So tonight's show is sponsored by Cultivate IT, a local company that provides IT support for its clients. You want to explore a partnership with Cultivate IT? That's perfect! Reach out using the link by going to cultivate-it.com. That is cultivate-it.com. And click on that contact us button to get a dialogue started with them today. Yes. Yeah. Also, I want to thank everyone for watching, everyone that is here. I don't know who all is here. It's probably a whole bunch of my family and friends and everyone else's family and friends. So thank you for enduring this. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yes. Bless you again.
We're good.
Trying to steal all the spotlight.
No. I love being the center of attention. I can't help it.
You and your allergies.
So, what this stream is all about, kind of why we are starting this whole thing in the first place. We want it to be a welcoming environment for a younger audience. There is definitely a market for Dungeons and Dragons streams and campaigns for a more adult clientele. But there's not so much for a younger audience, and that's kind of what we want to achieve with this, is being accessible for families and stuff. Now, that does not mean that there will not be any kind of slip-ups that happen with the show, because we are not half-elves, we are not dwarves, we are not dragonborn. We are all human. Yes, human, that's right. So we all make mistakes. So yeah, we have this D&D swear jar for any kind of live whoopsies that we may make during the stream, we have a little jar that we can collect money on. We haven't decided the currency for each word. We'll probably do that after this. Yeah, because there's some biggies. There's some big ones out there that we will not say during the stream. We also want to explore subject matter that is still accessible for a younger audience, but is still real and that is still valid. We want to explore all of those subjects, but we want it to be viewable and watchable to a younger audience. So that's what we're trying to achieve. Another thing that we want to do is to give back to our local community. So we want to be able to start fundraisers for local charities within the area and be able to build up finances for those local charities just because it gives so much to the community and we want to give right back. So we're using this as sort of a platform to be able to do that, whereas we wouldn't be able to do that with just a campaign that we are having in a living room, you know? So we got cameras set up and mics and lights and we're ready to go. But yeah, we also want this to be a source of fun and light for everyone that is watching. There's just so much heaviness that is often seen and heard and felt, and we wanted to be, we want to fight against that by producing something that is fun to watch, that is entertaining, and we got a whole bunch of people that are really good at that, so I'm excited. Okay, moving on. Tonight's stream will be chock full of fun and adventure and laughs. If the dice are nice, and if they aren't nice, it's going to be even funnier. We're gonna add more special effects. More popular we get. Green screen in the back. Andrew's just like throwing up a whole bunch of lightning in the back. Yeah, that'd be great. Dun dun dun! House rules and we're human. Oh no! But yeah, we're gonna make mistakes. We are gonna screw up the rules, and we're gonna make stuff up. We're being me. But if that makes you too uncomfortable, this is your invitation to not have a bad night tonight, and you can stop watching. Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, please don't watch if you're not going to have fun watching, because that's why we're doing this, is to have fun. And yeah, why would you do that to yourself? Yeah, go find something that brings you joy. Unless you're watching and you're related to me in some way, and then if that's the case, you have to stick around for our review count. So what we are going to do now is roll our characters' health. We are going to see how much health each of these characters are going to have before it is completely spent and they die. So we're going to start with Munnin.
Alright, I got 5d10 rolls.
Okay.
So 4, 5? Are we starting
You
with
have
level 5?
we're starting at 5. You have
Five
maximum
each.
on your level 1. So
So
you have
oh,
10
wow.
hit points on level 1.
Okay.
And now you're going to roll 4 different times.
Well, that's good news to begin with.
Wait.
then.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. What is the first roll?
A 5.
So you have to keep that 5. That's your level 2.
Okay,
Moving on to level
15 up to 4.
So you have to keep that 4.
Okay, so there's 19.
So,
Okay,
Alright,
okay.
moving on. This is for level.
Oh, 0.
A 10.
Which is a
That's
10.
10. Yeah,
Which
it
is a
does.
10.
Hey, reroll that. You gotta reroll it.
Zero.
Okay,
No,
so-
wait, I didn't even know it was a zero. So
Take it to 29
yes,
for the.
and then that was 4th level, yeah? You rolled 3 different times.
Mhm.
So now it's your last one.
All right, another one of those zeros. Would
Wow,
be
that was
pretty
fantastic.
nice right about here.
Good
Okay.
roll.
An 8.
An 8, holy crap. Yeah, that was great.
So sitting at a happy 37.
37 maximum hit points. You want to adjust that on D&D Beyond character? We are now moving on.
Okay, so it's weird because my first level was sorcerer,
So
but my
you can-
top next 4
Yes.
will be
So go ahead, and your first one being the sorcerer would be a D6.
6, but that's max,
Yes.
right? So I start with
Yeah,
that
you would
plus my
start with
constitution.
D6. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
And then after that, your rogue.
Okay, yeah. So D8s. Let's see it.
Wow. You touched
Unbelievable.
John's dice
Okay, that's a 3 out of 8.
So that's, you can keep that, or you can re-roll one more, and you have to keep the second.
I'm gonna reroll.
Oh.
8.
Oh, and it was very much worth it. Okay.
Okay, so that's my
your-
second level.
That's your second level, huh?
1.
So you can re-roll.
Re-roll
if
that
you-
one.
if you want.
Another 8.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh!
Nice.
So
Wow.
8 8s.
Yeah.
2.
So you can re-roll,
Re-roll.
if you want.
5.
Okay, that's
8 8 5.
about what, that was what you get if we did the static.
1. This
So
is my
you
last
can
one.
re-roll if you want.
5.
Oh wow!
8 8 5
Nice.
5
Okay.
6. That's all together, right? With
Yeah.
that first
8,
level.
8, 5, 5, 6.
Okay.
That's total.
36 plus whatever.
So
Yeah.
16
your
plus
constitution,
16.
Yeah.
plus all that plus my constitution.
And your
Okay.
constitution stacks 5 times.
Oh,
Constitution modifier.
dang. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I just put in what I rolled.
Yeah.
Which is 32.
Sweet. I love it.
All right, my turn. All right, D6 plus 2. Can I re-roll that one?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
4,
Yes. So you would have to keep that 4 definitely.
6,
Oh my
Nice.
gosh!
Nice.
Wow, these are great. Maybe I should have made this harder.
2,
You can re-roll if you would like.
3.
You have to keep it.
That's
yes.
fine.
That's better than
Yeah, it's better than a 2. You
That could be the difference between love and death.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that doesn't count.
4,
Okay, you have to keep that. Yep.
2.
You can re-roll.
All right, 3. Gotta keep that one.
Oh yeah. Okay. Not that. Was that it? Was that all 5? Or all 4 rolls? I guess.
Yes.
Sweet. Yes. Oh wow. There we go. Now, Raylan, or should I say Zara? It's your turn to roll.
For what? A 7?
7.
You should definitely keep that.
Mm-hmm. A 2.
A 2.
You can re-roll.
A 5.
Better.
Nice. Good re-roll. Nice.
A 2 again.
A 2.
You can re-roll that.
7.
What? Oh my gosh. That
2.
is fantastic. Re-roll.
A lot of 2s.
A 4.
4.
Okay.
No, a
Another
2. A 1.
A 1.
Cool.
Oh no! Oh
So that's
man.
24 plus
The
15.
dice did not favor
So,
you on that last.
39.
Cool.
Cool. Alright.
Nailed
Okay,
it.
my turn.
Sweet.
Alright, so. Sorry, 1 second.
Hit die D10, yeah.
An 8.
Nice. Well done. Good roll.
It's cocked.
Okay.
3.
Okay, you can re-roll that one.
I
Just
will.
barely.
A 10.
What?
Nice.
That works better.
I should have made this harder.
A 4.
My fault.
Beefy party.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Big old chunky party.
A 6.
Okay.
And what was that?
And then plus your base.
Is that it?
Level
Hold
1.
on.
You should have rolled just 4 times.
Am I level 5?
Yeah, but the first one you get your max health.
And
Oh.
then 4 times after that.
Oh, my bad. I did that wrong. So then
Well, you only rolled 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
So we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. So 48.
Nailed it.
Nice. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. 10.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm here for it.
Man, that's gonna be so hard to kill y'all.
Hold on.
Ooh, that one's a 3.
So you can re-roll that.
Okay,
yes.
good. 3.
Okay, well,
I'm really meant to have a 3 for that one.
yeah, of course. Yep. That was intentional.
Ugh, 1.
Okay.
Do I get to reroll
Okay,
it?
I can
Okay, good. 8.
I didn't realize
Much better.
we were doing this.
Much
before,
better.
So you get actually.
And then last one.
Excuse me.
9.
Nice.
Cool.
Well done, everyone. High rolls all around. Well done. Yes, golf carts.
Yes.
All right, let's start. The characters find themselves in one of 3 major continents of Velenia, Eldrian. Within this grassy, mountainous, and desert-ridden continent of Eldrian is a region called the Vast Lands, and where our fable begins. All of our characters, in some form or fashion, are making their way to the city of Urorethel, a small dwarven mining marketplace turned a bustling trade epicenter, where a lot of trade is sourced from the nearby mountain structure called the Twin Hearts. They are 2 dueling peaks that are red and kind of landscape of the vast lands around it. Many types of crystals and ore are mined from the depths of these Twin Hearts, and there is a festival that has arrived in the town of Rorethel. It is a celebration of 200 years in the making, and all of these characters are starting to gather towards this area on their own volition, but they will soon find that their destinies are intertwined. And I will use the help of my friends to weave this fable for you, the viewer, the watcher, the sitter at the table. Yeah, and that's that. So, moving on. We start with a human with a very amazing looking beard, well groomed, well grown. He wears a hat low down over his brow, sitting in the corner of a tavern inn. He sits with his companion, his animal companion, very bright and brilliant white fur. The tavern itself, as he looks around, is not very occupied, so he sits lonely with someone else off in the distance nursing their drink, even though it is midday. We will introduce him through Mike.
Yeah, so again, his name is Landon Sagewood. He wears all black hat, black trench coat. If you look really close, you see a pair of revolvers around his waist. And like he said, my animal companion is a very white wolf whose name is Fox. And yeah, that's Landon.
Yes. As he is seated at this tavern, a gnome walks in. He is looking around frantically, but in a calm manner, as one to not draw attention to himself. And he sees a familiar face across the way, the humanoid with the beard. You can go ahead and introduce yourself.
This is Orryn Garrick. He steps in as, dust from the road flies off of his coat as he pulls the hood back, and he looks and meets eyes with Landon. He's holding a stone in one hand that's faintly glowing. It's so good to see you.
Orryn, it's been quite a while. Yeah. How are you?
Not well. Not well at all. I need your help. It's something terrible's happened to Torma, to Perry, to my wife, my child.
I'll stand up and walk over. I'll kind of pull him aside and okay. Yeah. What's happening?
I regale him the tale of my wife and child. My wife is named Torma. She is an earth elemental, and my daughter is half gnome, half earth elemental, and they've both been trapped in some sort of a magical predicament. They're sinking into the ground, and I have to find some sort of way to stop it, but I don't know how to.
And you would have met the wife and child with the last interaction between the two of you about 5 years ago.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you need? What do we need?
I don't know. This is your world. I'm just an engineer back at a trust. But I knew that I could count on you, so thank you for meeting me.
Absolutely. So, yeah, if you want to lead the way, that we can head out right away. I don't want to waste any more time.
The fox, the wolf comes in, like nuzzles itself underneath, like towards your shoulder, just because you stand at almost eye level with it. You can see its sharp, piercing blue eyes kind of looks at you and like nuzzles you with familiarity. You remember that friendliness, that fondness that you had with those few moments that you had with him.
5 years. Still the same.
So you notice there's a stirring from the person in the corner nursing their drink. You, sitting over in the corner, see a familiar crystal that is on the head of this gnome. It's very bright and green and glowing, but the crystal that you are familiar with is similar to that make, and it pulls your attention immediately. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I slam down my drink and I begin to push my way through. Excuse me, pardon me, hey, tall guy, can you move out of the way, please? Excuse me. I push over to the table. What is that on your head? Give me that. I begin to kind of like crawl on top of it. I guess we're about the same size.
You're about the same
so
size.
I'm gonna like grab him and like kind of pull him. Hold on.
Sorry. Still getting used to this body. Where that crystal on your head? Where did you find that?
Who are you?
Pardon my lack of personality. My name is Montly Bunderlus, and though I might look like a disgusting goblin, I am actually a human. I know a lot to take in right now, but I need that crystal, and so if you could give it to me and we can just go on our way and we can separate here, no big problem.
I think I could believe just about anything right now. But this is pushing it. I'm not sure what this is. I know that's not a very satisfactory
it's core.
answer.
Obviously, it's a type of core. The energy source that we have here. It's just a green version, and I need it.
This is kind of just registering with Orryn at this point to think that this might be connected to an element that he's dealt his entire life around. He's kind of just been, in a tizzy trying to get to Landon, trying to solve this problem. What do you know of core?
Well, I was studying core back at my house, where I was doing wizard things, and I found this kind of an anomaly in a core vein, where it's green, kind of like the one that's on your head right there. And next thing I know, I wake up in this short green body, and you know what? It has done terrible things to my love life and just my life in general. And so I just really need this core.
That we have in common. That we have in common. Is there any more information you have about this? Can we go somewhere to talk?
I mean,
I look around. It's still pretty empty.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
it's-
We actually have some kind of pressing matters at the moment. His wife and child are in danger. If you need to talk about this now, you're more than welcome to come with us. But I think that we should be heading out.
if I help you with the wife and child thing, can I maybe get the core in return? Because I mean, we could probably work something out.
That's
I
completely his
fully
call.
Don't
I
know
don't
the
actually
nature of what's in my head. I cannot make that promise to you, but I would be forever in your debt.
So as all of this is happening, you haven't noticed this hooded fellow has walked in very sticks to the shadows themselves. In this person has made their way in from an entrance, not from the front door, but from that of a window itself. Not wanting to draw attention to himself, but you have entered in yourself, seeing from the moment that this almost deep gnome skinned humanoid is trying to pounce on this other gnome. You saw all of that interaction happening, and you recognize the white wolf. It is just blaringly obvious, like it just stands out to you, and you immediately catches your attention.
Okay. How aware are the rest of the folks in the bar?
They have made that entire interaction with each other and had no idea that you were there, or that you've entered.
I would like to make my way as close to directly behind Landon as possible.
Okay, sounds good. So go ahead and roll a stealth check. You can roll a perception check.
Got it. Oh, my perception's not great.
How about a 6 on the stealth check?
Oh, I got a 10.
Oh, okay, well. Regardless of any kind of modifiers, you try to creep up towards Landon, and your foot presses up against a loose floorboard in it.
It makes sense with the talons as opposed
Yes,
to
yes.
shoes. You get a little more.
Yeah, exactly. And you hear this creak behind you, and you're immediately alert.
I turn around.
Okay.
I'll look and see who's behind me.
You see that there is a hooded figure with a long beak peeking out from it.
Nice wolf. Does it have a name?
Do I recognize him at
Not at all.
all? Yeah, he does. What's it do you?
I've been told of a bearded man with a wolf made of snow. I've been told that he has a certain connection to a group which I have interest in. I was wondering if you might be that man.
I mean, the description's pretty spot on, but I have kind of a more pressing matter at the moment. There's apparently some people in danger, and we're trying to figure that out. I'm sorry. What is your name?
I don't think you have anything more pressing than this. And I put my hand on his shoulder and kind of pull back my hood. And I reveal that I am Munnin Umbratallon. I'm a kenku. She's like a raven-ish humanoid bird person.
Yeah, so in this world, all of you would be very aware, if not just know about the race of Kenku, which in this world, it is rumored that their origins stem from dwarven kind, but there was a curse that was placed upon a specific clan of dwarves in Passerine's Pass, and the dwarves that were in that cave that curse was placed upon were transformed into that of Kenku, a raven-like race. And Kenku are known for being very, in this world, very mischievous, very stealthy. The word thievery is associated with their kind. And so even if you don't necessarily intend to place prejudice on a look, it just naturally comes so. regardless of whether you want it to or not. Seeing this Kenku standing before you, which it's not very often that you do see a Kenku. This is kind of rare, seeing the sight. And that look startles everyone that is.
I probably would have taken a step back.
Yeah. The wolf. You see that the wolf just sits back and just bares its fangs at you.
I'll kind of just hold my hand out to Fox, like have him sit.
Just sits down and his tail starts wagging, but it's just its eyes are piercing yours.
I mean, if it's so important to you, I guess, what do you have to say?
The Iron Syndicate. Ring any bells?
No, can't say it does.
Well, it's going to have to before I leave here.
Did someone say the Iron Syndicate? And you hear just this dwarvish brogue from behind this counter, this elderly-looking dwarven man who barely stands above the bar stand itself, maybe sitting at his chest high, kind of steps onto a bar stool as he's finishing up cleaning a glass, and he goes, "Hey, you know about the Iron Syndicate?"
I eagerly turn to him and I'm what do you know about what do you know about the Iron Syndicate?
You're an excited lad, are you? Oh, well, you and your friends better gather round at the bar. Come, get a drink. There's not many that can join us at the moment. We've been rather not busy of late, but please come, gather. The first round is on me.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but we have people that need our help. We need to be heading out soon. They're in trouble right now, correct?
Yes, I'm afraid we have to go. I just don't know a starting place.
What are you looking
for? Is there
for?
anything you know about magical curses or something that might be affecting Hellhound's Jaw to the north?
There's just an odd silence, and then no. But I do know a lot about brewing. You want to know how to make an ale with core?
An ale with core? Oh, hey, hold on.
I could use a drink. It's been a long journey.
He kind of like eyes you up and down. This goblinoid having a sort of deep gnome coloring, hiding your features, and he goes, "Are you all right, lad?"
What are you looking at?
I don't know. Who
That's
is this
what
one?
I thought.
What?
Sorry.
We're still trying to figure that out.
With that, there's a bursting through the door. There are two people that are coming in. Both of you saw a raven. You saw a hooded figure that was flying in on a broom, mounted on a broom, in towards this direction. Just finding an interest towards this, both of you come in through this door and immediately get the sight of everyone. Just the barkeep just kind of turns and everyone just looks towards the door. Both of you are just standing silhouetted by the light on the outside. Zara and Kota standing there, just like looking around at everyone, just kind of doing a what is it called? Standoff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just doing like a standoff, but with their eyes. Just like. And then you just hear it.
So about that drink.
Right. And you see immediately the white wolf, and immediately there's just relief. Ah, yes, I've seen it. And you express that excitement, just like you and Zara share a moment of like, yes, this, and then, yeah.
Okay. Kota would stroll, like, basically not stroll, would run probably right up to Fox.
Okay.
Fox!
And it goes up to you, and there is familiarity with this stranger that you don't see, this elven person in front of you, and Fox just eagerly comes up to you and is just like licking your face. Just,
I don't care about people. I'm just playing with the dog.
yeah, and
Playing with
it's
wolves.
just like it's like moving around to where you can scratch its back. And it's just
Bailey.
yeah, and it's just so happy to see you. There's a familiarity between the two of you as you share that moment with each other.
Yes. Where's Lucy? I follow.
Yeah,
look
the
direction.
eyes look towards Landon.
Who are you? How did you get this animal?
Hold on, you're touching my animal when you're asking me who are
This
you?
is Lucy's. This is Lucy's wolf. This is
Yes,
Fox.
it was Lucy's wolf. It's not Lucy's wolf anymore.
Where is she? What did you do to her?
I haven't done anything to her. What are you?
Then
talking-
where'd you get Fox from?
She lent him to me until she got back.
Where is she?
I wish I knew. I have no idea. I'm sorry, you still haven't told me who you are?
My name's Kota. I was really good friends with Lucy for a very long time. Who are you? Why would she trust you with Fox?
I am Lucy's brother.
Landon?
Mm-hmm.
So where did she go?
Your guess is as good as mine. She just said that she needed me to look out for him, and hadn't heard from her since.
Are you looking for her at all?
Yeah, spent the past 5 years or so trying to find her, but as far as I know, she's disappeared without a trace.
Well, that's unfortunate. Still petting. We're still petting.
This is touching and all, but I wanted to know a little bit more about the Iron Syndicate.
Ah, yes. Their origins travel way, way back. You see, all of you are familiar with the Eldrian Purge, yes? No? Well, it was led by a group called the Iron Syndicate. And he's like placing a drink on there. Now he's just grabbing mugs and just filling them up from the tankard. He just turns it to uncork it to fill the mugs. Yes, in the Iron Syndicate, they led this terrible scourge all across Eldrin, just passing out these drinks. And the aim, the goal of this purge was to get rid of all manner of non-human races. And they were successful. They drove out city after city full of all of these different races of elves and dwarves and gnomes. And all of us were driven out of our homes until finally we all had to make peace with the fact that we were never going to be able to have our homes again. It was a sad time. But then we had someone come to rescue us. And the name escapes me as I look in here and find it. The name escapes me. Oh, what was it? Oh. The name is unimportant. What matters is 200 years ago, he gave hope to all of the many people in Eldrian, in the world around, for people who were born with nothing to have hope that they could be something more than they are. And that is what we are celebrating tomorrow over in Rorathel. But it's kind of a hotbed of activity. It's rumored that the Iron Syndicate may be trying to sell their business practices over there, but I don't know that for sure. It's more of a rumor than any. And all of a sudden, just through the door, just this woman that is completely out of breath. You can see that her clothes are disheveled, and she, the one strap of her dress has been like ripped down. Quick, please, my husband. Whoa there, lass, come in here. And you can see that she's just like frantic, like grabbing Kota's shoulders. Please, you must save my husband.
What's happening?
He was, there was some orcs, goblins, they waylaid us. He goes, it must be the there's a roving band of orcs and goblins that have been waylaying wanderers and passers-by who may look weak but have valuables on them. That may be them. Yeah, yes, please. You must say that. Please, I need your help. My husband, they have him. They may eat him. They may kill him. I don't know. And you can see that she is just kind of frantic, and she's like starting to try to find a seat somewhere.
Kota would help her to a seat.
And so yeah, Kota, thank you. And she just sits down and she's sobbing inconsolably. She's worried, sick about this. You're able to barely get out of her that they were waylaid towards the west, the path that leads towards the west. You catch the name that she is Filda Wilby. Her husband's name is Kem Wilby, K-E-M, and the last name W-I-L-B-E-E. But her name is Filda, F-I-L-D-A. She says that her and her husband are shopkeepers that are inside of the town of Rorethel. They sell wares and goods, just a general store, and they were making. They had just finished trading over in another city to the west, and they were heading towards Rorethel. This is whenever they were waylaid by these bandits. You get an idea that the husband knows something about the Iron Syndicate, some information on the Iron Syndicate from the information that she is giving to the party, and but beyond that, she's just frantic. She's just asking for help from everyone. And you all feel so compelled to go.
Did you say there were goblins?
Do
I? No, don't be throwing. I'm not a goblin. As you can obviously tell, I am a gnome. Goblins are disgusting creatures. I could not imagine being a goblin.
Insight check.
Deception check.
Kota's just trying to console this woman.
Okay, yeah. And
It's okay.
Inside
Drink
is
some
one.
water.
Persuasion check.
I got a nat 20 insight.
Nat 20? 6?
Six.
Dirty.
What?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
That one persuasion.
You are almost kind of making her more nervous the more you touch her.
Like, she's okay. Like
she is not a. Her love language is not touch, so she's just like.
Kota's like, it's okay. Like violently shoulder massage.
Yeah,
like
just
it's almost
out. You can, everyone, you with your insight checks, even though it's on him, you can visibly see that she is in pain as Kota is digging into her back. But your initial perception check on this guy, he's 100% a goblin. Easily.
I look at Landon and look back at Filda. It's her husband. You have to do something.
She looks over to your tears still streaking down her face. And just wincing.
Yeah. Orryn thinks about his own family and knowing the things that he knows that Landon doesn't because it's been a short amount of time to communicate. We have time to help them. And Orryn has a soft spot for spouses in need.
All right. Lead the way.
I remain seated at the bar stool and say something along the lines of, orcs and goblins aren't really my territory. But I have every indication of following them, just like in the shadows.
Okay.
I just want to seem like I'm, planning on
Sure.
sticking around.
Sure, okay.
That's doable.
A lone ranger.
Yeah.
And then we lost 20 viewers.
We're at -3 now.
Yeah. Sweet. So yeah. With that in mind, all of you, I'm assuming, are wanting to go to help this woman to help save her husband. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Landon. Yeah.
Okay.
Zara, do you want to come help? Still violently shoulder massage.
Okay.
So yeah, everyone packs up their belongings and he goes, I'll just pour these beers back in the can, yeah.
Wait, no. I'll take mine and just.
Whoa there, little lad. Okay. Alright, well, cheers! See you when you get back. He says as he just like uncorks the top of it, just as all of you make your way out.
Landon's very confused about everything that just happened.
The strangest interaction you probably have ever had.
100%. Like, what
yeah.
just happened?
Just all make your way out onto the road.
Is it Montly?
Montly.
As we're starting to walk, I imagine we kind of take the rear, a little short, a little slower. So I got a natural 20 insight.
Yeah.
He is in fact a god.
100.
Orryn wants him to be the one to say it, right? He wants to give you the chance. So as we're walking, so you are a human.
Yep.
Whatever happened?
Well, I was studying core, and I was just kind of trying to figure out the magical effects of core and its abilities. And I had found a green kind of version of core, and as I was trying to break into it, I just a bright flash, and next thing I know, I wake up in the middle of a field with this green body, and that's really it. You know, it's been a few months since then, and I can kind of feel like my old self disappearing. So I'm really trying to find either my body or some more green core to maybe reverse the effects. If I get more green core, I can analyze the molecules in it and maybe reverse engineer the core to turn me back. But this is who I am. I am me, Goblin Boy. Kind of sad as I say that.
I assume like Kota's probably walking a little bit in front of you. They turn around, they're like, you could try some peppermint oil behind your earlobes. That might help a little bit.
Does that actually work?
I've had a lot of success with it.
No,
heard good
these
things.
hippies and their voodoo magic.
Kota's slightly offended. It's fine. They turn back around and they keep walking.
So marching order, really quick.
I'll be up front.
Okay.
And Fox.
Sounds good. Landon and Fox towards the front, and then beyond that, or behind them.
I guess we were in the back.
Yeah.
I would probably be like nicely in the middle.
Yeah.
Since I
I just
overheard
want
the
to keep my
conversation.
eye on Landon and Fox, but I also don't want to be like his shadow.
Sure.
You know?
But speaking of shadows,
Yeah.
far back, but within
Wasn't
earshot.
there a
Yeah,
king
yeah.
who
Okay,
lived
gotcha,
or a
gotcha.
bird guy with us? What happened to
Yeah.
him?
It was a whirlwind.
It was
There he is gone.
The most people in this bar have seen in like years.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
all at once.
That's why the tavern keeper was so excited. He's just like, friends. So yeah, you continue on down the path. The wood is starting to get a little bit thicker, which the Basslands are very vast and open. There's very little trees, shrubbery, but towards the west there is a small pocket of forests, dense thickets that all of you are traveling through, following the path. As you're walking along the path, you can hear a snap of a twig towards the north. Fox immediately just turns like off in the distance, and
As soon as that happens, I'm drawing my gun.
okay. You hear a and towards the north, and you can see kind of hidden in the brush, about 20 feet in, is a human that is bound. And you could see that there's just a little bit of blood that is like streaking sideways because he's been laying down. And there's a piece of just like dirty cloth that is bound in his mouth to where he can't say anything. His hands and feet are bound behind him. You can see that he's just trying to move around in the dirt.
I'm gonna immediately like look around and see if I can see anyone hiding, or see if there's like any traps or anything like that.
Immediately, I walk up to him. He's bound. Get him off the ground.
I would like stop you. I would like put my hand out just because I don't like the way this feels.
Make a perception check.
Perception, okay.
And he does.
Yeah,
stop.
he does stop. I don't
Yeah.
push any further. I'd listen to him.
Okay.
Kota would draw their bow
Okay.
and have it like kind of waiting
Yeah,
in case anything
10.
threatening appeared.
Okay. Looking around, you don't see anything. All of a sudden, you can hear the snap of a branch and just the right on the ground. There is a goblin that has just like landed on the ground out of the tree. Just goes. Get him! And then all of a sudden, there's just like a huge rush of all these other goblins, and you can see that there are bugbears that are coming out of the brush. Just roar! All of them are ready, getting ready to attack all of you. The prone goblinoid is just starting to try to stand up. So, with that in mind, I'm going to switch to some more fun music. Fighting actiony music. Corn on the cob. So all of you see all of these goblinoids that are coming out of the brush. You can see that there is a bugbear that is running towards the human.
Why does Zara already have damage?
Yeah, I don't. Here, hold on. We need to fix that. And I don't have accurate hit points on here, so that's something that I'll fix at a later time.
Yeah.
But so you can see that there are goblinoid creatures that are coming from behind the brush. You can see that they're all brandishing their short swords. You can see that they're dulled and dented. And you can see that there are bugbears that are coming out with like huge heavy maces, and they're ready to attack. So we're going to start with Kota. Go ahead and decide what you would like to do, whether you would like to move and perform an action. This is we are testing out a new way to do combat, so bear with us, everyone. This is exciting.
Okay. So Kota's going to move. They're going to back up, probably about almost to the river's edge, but not quite.
Okay, so maybe about yay right here.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
And then they are going to shoot one of the bugbears.
Okay.
I would say so. Probably like the one closest to Landon.
Okay, sweet. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this one would be the goblinoid that fell down, is prone.
Okay. If that's the one that's down, I don't think sharpshooter helps with prone.
And it would, since they are prone, you would have disadvantage, I believe.
Okay. Then I would
Yes.
probably shoot at one of the ones coming from the right.
Okay, sounds good.
Just tap me on one, and I would just shoot arrows.
So the one that is closest to...
Yes, perfect.
Gotcha. The party perfect. Okay, and Landon, what are you going to do?
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to back up.
Okay.
Can I click on here to tell you where I want to go?
There is a measuring tool. If you want to hold down the X button, and then you have like a hand that should pop up. Yeah, and then click, and that will just be like a little marker, identifier.
I think about right there is where I want to
Sweet. All right, and then you want to shoot at which one?
I'm going to go for this guy.
Sweet. Gotcha. So both of you are shooting at this guy. Okay.
Yep.
Now, Zara, you and your bluebird are here. Your bluebird is mounted on your shoulder. What would you like to do for your turn?
Can I do a thunder wave, or is it too far away from me?
They are pretty far. You'd have to move in range of them to be able to do that thunder wave.
The range there, so within 60 feet. So you can do the ice knife or something like that if you want to.
Can I do ice knife?
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Which one? You want this
There's
one
all
or
these
this
guys.
one?
These are bad guys. You can see that the human is standing right here.
You want to go for the human?
And you can see that there are bad guys right here, here, and here.
I will go.
Do you want this one?
Yeah.
This guy.
Sweet. So you're shooting the ice knife at this guy, okay? Perfect. We are then moving to Montly, what are you wanting to do for your turn?
I'm wanting to move behind the big beefy people,
Cool.
and going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Mage armor on yourself. Okay, sweet. And that's mage armor is your action, yeah?
Yep.
Sweet. Moving behind the big beefy people, which you can adjust that to the people as they are moving, when everyone is moving. So next, Orryn, what are you gonna do on your turn, or what would you like to do on your turn?
I would like to. Yeah. I want to go on over to when I see, or I guess I don't see anything yet, but I want to stick with Landon, so I probably hold off a little bit,
Okay.
but I don't want to like hold my whole turn. But
Sure.
when I see him start to run,
Sure.
I'd like to run over by him,
Okay.
and then cast a cantrip Blade Ward on
Okay.
myself.
On yourself. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Sweet. And then, Munnin, what would you like to do?
So I'm still not totally sure that these guys aren't involved in.
Right. Any kind of anything.
Yes.
You did
so-
see that goblin, or you saw some kind of humanoid just.
And could I hear when you said get him? Was that in common or was that in
Go ahead and make a perception check. See if you heard that.
Okay. Let's see.
Yes, and it was in common.
In common, 15 plus.
You would have heard it. Yep.
Okay, cool. Then I want to see if I can draw some of the attention, kind of out toward the river. I want to use mimicry, which is just a trait where I can, essentially mimic any sound that I have heard.
Okay.
The creature can tell these sounds or imitations, an insight check.
Okay.
I wanted to try to mimic that goblin's voice and say something along the lines of,
There are more out here across the river. Come over here.
Okay. Gotcha. And do you want to use that as a sort of action? Is there anything beyond that you would like to do?
aside from that, I'd like to move, I guess it would be south down into the kind of thicket there.
Gotcha. Down here?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Gotcha. So all of the enemies, they plan on this goblin right here is going to try to attack the nearest person, so that would probably be Kota. The bugbear right here is going to try to attack Landon. And Landon, what would you like Fox to do for their turn as well?
Oh, he'll I think he's gonna try to grapple this guy right there.
Which guy right away?
It's on the map.
Yeah. Okay, the one on the ground. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep him on the ground.
Yeah, and so this goblinoid creature is going to, or this goblin is going to try to attack Fox,
Okay.
make their way to them. This bugbear is going to try to make their way towards Fox as well. This bugbear is going to try to make their way towards the human right here. To do what? You don't know. It looks like they're about to attack the human.
The one that's tied up?
The one that is tied up, yes.
Okay.
Now, do you have Fox's stats or do I?
I have only made Fox's stats based off of a wolf.
Okay.
But I increased their health to 25.
Okay.
So yes, that is all of the NPCs' turn that you can see. So, one person, all of you get to decide. But one person is rolling a d6 to contest my d6, and whoever has the highest one goes first.
Are we adding anything to it?
John Rich,
No.
You
That's
roll
it.
it.
Me?
Oh!
Goes.
Monthly. Okay, here we go.
Already.
So you're gonna roll, and then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then you're just gonna say your number, and I'm gonna say my number at the same time. We'll see who wins.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Oh!
Okay, fine. I thought my 5 was good, but it was not. Okay, so all of you are doing your turns first. So those that have done an action, like attack, you would go ahead and roll your attack and add your attack modifier to it. And you would also be moving while this is happening. Those that are just doing some kind of regular action, you would still roll as if you're doing an attack and add your attack modifier to it. And that is when you're basically rolling initiative for yourself. everyone is basically rolling your initiative and your attack at the exact same time. So everyone, go ahead and roll your attack.
I use sharpshooter
Okay,
just so
perfect,
letting
great,
you know so
Yes.
I don't forget.
perfect, great.
I will.
All right, so everyone, go ahead and roll, and then give your numbers, and then that is whenever turn order will commence.
No.
12.
12.
I say cantrip.
Yeah,
Do I
that's,
still roll?
Yep. and still add your.
Nat 1.
Oh.
It's my first combat
8.
ever.
Yeah. Oh, I've never been here before.
8.
You roll
8,
whenever you
okay.
ask.
Because I have 2 attacks,
Mhm.
do you want me to roll them both at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your
Okay.
second attack at the same time. And you're wanting to make that second attack at the same creature
Yes.
towards the north?
For
Gotcha.
that advantage.
Sweet.
Okay.
So the first attack with your modifier is
First attack with mod is 17.
sweet, and then your first attack,
17 and a 23. Oh, first attack, 17.
first attack 17, sweet.
22.
22. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that would mean that Zara would go first. So, Zara, you are casting Ice Knife, and I didn't hear that any movement was happening on your turn. Is that correct?
No.
Gotcha. So you were casting Ice Knife on this bugbear over here, and that was a 23. The Ice Knife just splinters on your forearm, just into a knife that sticks out, and you throw it across the way, and it arcs in a line down to it, and it just stabs into it. Go ahead and roll for damage for that initial impact for the Ice Knife.
A 2.
2. Okay, so it stabs into it, and it pulls it out of its chest, and he just just laughing at the pain. It was nothing. Go ahead and roll for the explosion.
this.
5.
So 7 damage total. That he laughs as it it just explodes into a splinter of ice shard, just littering him, and just and all of those shards just melt away to where it's just revealing those poked holes. And it has its eye on you. The turn order then goes to who is next in initiative order?
Those were 17s.
Yeah.
17. So we'll just do Kota, you would go first.
Cool.
So you're moving back towards the river.
Mhm.
And as you're moving back, you're shooting at this first bugbear right here with
Yep.
your first shot.
Mhm.
You do hit on that first shot. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That's going to be 17.
Okay, 17 points of damage on that first hit. As it pushes him back, and his feet kind of skid in the earth beneath him. Go ahead and make yours. The second attack, which was a
Yeah, the one with advantage, that one
Mhm.
was going to be a 19.
19. So you do hit on that second attack. Go ahead and roll for damage on that as well.
Damage was math 21.
21. That second, the first hit just hits it in the abdomen, and it skids them back, and they pull their mace up to break it. And as they're pulling their mace up, your second arrow just lands in their neck, and they fall onto the ground, dead, deceased. Well done.
Nice.
So these first attacks,
Sorry, buddy.
as Landon was moving backwards, seeing this bugbear that is coming towards everyone, you are trying to shoot. The first attack does hit. It does damage. Wait, go ahead and roll for damage on your first attack. Because you rolled a 17, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
So you did hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. We're rewinding time a bit.
7 damage.
7 points of damage. The second
Oh,
shot.
I was using. It doesn't matter. I didn't call it, so never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sweet. The first attack hits its leg. The first attack of Landon shoots it in its abdomen, and poof, and that third attack, as it is trying to lift up to break the arrow, that last arrow just hits it in its side, and you're shooting a second attack that was a 23. It does hit, but it just completely just obliterates just a piece of that bugbear as it is lying on the ground dead. And that is the end of both of y'all's turns. Landon, you said that you moved to which space again?
I moved to, like, right there.
Sweet. And
Awesome.
you do so?
I have a question about
Yes.
bonus actions.
Yeah.
When, does that happen on our attack turns, or are we doing those after we go through all the attacks?
What is the bonus action?
I could use my superiority die to do a snipe on a different.
I would say that would happen after the first attack round. So if there are 2 attacks that happen, it would happen. I guess no. It can happen whenever you would like.
It would be
happen.
it's basically a third attack.
Yeah. So you can do that. You would have to call it before.
Okay.
So you would say, I want to do this
So,
attack and
next
this
round.
attack. Yeah.
Whenever I'm assigning actions, and then I'll be bonus action.
Bonus action, I want to do this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But you can decide when you want that bonus action to happen, whether it's before, in the middle, or after those 2 attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quirky things.
Quirky
Yay.
things. Working through things.
I have a quick question.
Yes, please.
When does Fox need to go in all this?
I would say during your initiative count. So,
Okay.
You would, I guess, roll an attack for Fox as well.
Okay.
In order for them to be able to do that, they have Fox has disadvantage or advantage because they're prone. The other creature they're attacking
15 plus whatever.
definitely hits.
Dex.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going to, I guess just because I said he's going to grapple. So
Yeah.
can I bite him and just kind of hold him
Yeah,
down?
and you can do damage with that as well. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll for damage.
2d4.
Yeah.
2.
2d4.
Uh, 4 plus 2, so 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You have knocked it prone. It can do a killing blow. Do you want Fox to do a killing blow?
Sure.
How do you want to do it?
You just I'll get on top of him.
Okay.
And as soon as he tries to move, he's just gonna rip his throat out.
Oh dang! It just starts, and then you just hear a sickening guttural just as immediately its life force is taken away from it with that quick pull. And Fox is bearing down, ready for anyone else. The initiative order then goes to
Oh wait, you.
Wait.
I'm an at 1.
Oh,
I'm 8.
You? 8.
12.
12. All right. We'll go with the 12. Yeah.
That works for me.
So you are for your action, you are moving, yes, and you are making that call out.
Yes.
So go ahead and make a persuasion check with that.
Okay. Cool. Let's see here. How about a 6?
Persuasion?
With that persuasion check, you make that call out towards the other side of the brush. With all of the action that is happening, there is not enough. You're not loud enough to make that call over the rush of the river and the action that is happening, so it doesn't seem to have affected anyone across the way. But you were able to successfully make it to the brush towards the south. Is there anything else you wanted to do with your turn?
Just kind of shake my head into myself, say I don't want to get messed up in anything like this.
All right, cool, perfect. And now it is Montly's turn.
Yeah, you guys got this right. And I'm just gonna duck behind over here, behind
Right.
everybody.
Right.
Go dig through my component pouch, grab out a piece of refined leather, and just Amorous Maximus as it just grows and then covers me and just molds to my skin.
Nice.
As I cast
That mage armor.
mage armor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mage armor on myself.
Sweet, and that adds +2 an advantage against bludgeoning and piercing. Is that right?
It gives me 13 plus dex, and that's it.
Okay, cool.
So
Sounds good.
15 armor class now.
Gotcha. So that armor just melds to your skin, and you're able to move freely with that leather that's wrapped around you, giving you added defense. The sight of all this action happening around you, you're just
I am frozen for a second.
Sure,
But
sure.
see Landon making that move gives me the confidence to do something if that something is not very much. I try to get to Landon's right, closer to the river, between Landon and the river.
Okay.
Furthering myself from the enemies, and then I cast Blade Ward on myself, which gives me resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage
Nice.
dealt by weapon attacks until the end of my next turn.
Gotcha. So did you want to move Orryn over here? Yeah?
Yeah, that
Or-
space is perfect.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So you do so. switching places with Kota as Kota and Landon are both making their way back towards this area. There's a familiarity that you feel, both Kota and Landon, as you are moving back with each other, but you can't quite place that familiarity. It's as if both of you in sync were thinking of the same thing. Then that is everyone's... That's all the good guys' turns, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Time to wreck shop. So you...
That's nice.
So you hear some footsteps, Montly, coming up, and you see a goblin that is coming towards you, and it's kind of confused. So it rolls with disadvantage, trying to make that attack against you. You have a 15 now.
Ugly, yeah.
It has a 13, so it like tries to it pauses for a second as both of you kind of. And then it makes a jab, and you just dodge out of the way, and it just yells at you as this goblinoid creature. It is... Wait, that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It is able to clear the space to get to Landon, and it makes an attack. Oh, no, it is going for Kota, sorry. So it makes a sweeping attack at Kota. That is a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
It does... only 3 points of slashing damage to you as it just breaks across your leather armor. You can feel a sting from the cut. The bugbear is trying to lumber towards you as all of you are retreating down towards the river. It is not able to make it to Landon, its intended target, but this goblin is going up towards Fox, makes a swiping attack, and it rolls a 21. Dirty 21.
That hits.
So it does 6 points of slashing damage. As Fox tries to get out of the way, the goblin is able to counter its movement and slice at Fox and makes a sound as it takes a little bit of damage.
Kota's very upset.
That's it.
Yeah, so is Landon.
Oh, that thing's dead.
That was the bugbear?
Yes. No. This is the goblin right here.
Oh, okay. Is that other one, the face means it's dead?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Got it. He's dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's dead.
This bugbear is coming towards Zara. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It is able to make that clearance. Oh, also movement. Every single space is 5 feet. It saves time from having to do 5, 15, 20, 30. Wait, that was what? Saves time.
Okay.
Bugbear is making an attack towards Zara, okay? The bugbear makes a Morning Star attack. 8.
Sorry, give me just a second.
It's all good.
To hit?
Yes, 8 to
No,
hit.
that does
I'm
not hit.
almost positive. Yes.
Sorry.
It makes
something got
a
mixed
Morning
up, yeah.
Star attack towards the bugbear, or at Zara. It just slams into the dirt. The wet earth just splatters up around it. It kind of splatters on Zara's shorter elven form, but she just kind of looks up and kind of like up at it as she dodges that attack.
See your breath.
And Munnin, you see you can hear coming from the brush behind you. You turn around and you can see that there's a goblin that has snuck up on you, just and makes a swiping attack towards you. It rolled a 12.
Armor class is 12.
Oh! It does an attack towards
Buddy.
you.
Oh no.
It does 8 points of slashing damage on you as you are unable to see it. You can feel
like,
it
and I'm
cut at your thigh through your clothes. And that is the end of everyone's turn. All of a sudden, everyone can hear a rumbling happening under the ground. Just you can see that the water is kind of shaking and vibrating from underneath. All of a sudden, there is just a huge column of water as just exploding out of the air. There's... Everyone go ahead and make a perception check. Remember what your perception check is, because this will determine what you do and do not notice. 15.
24.
Holy crap.
16.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I rolled a... Ooh, good. 21.
21.
4.
Wow, oh my gosh. Well done, everyone. All of you notice that there is a strange glowing purple insignia that is on the lower neck of all of these goblinoid and bugbear creatures. You can see that there's a faint purple glow that is happening behind the irises and the pupils of each of these creatures. There is a huge column of water that explodes, and all of a sudden there is a large elongated creature with teeth that are brackish and long, and you can see that there is an arc of lightning that is sparking off of the water as it. You can see its claws are close to its body, but they appear massive in size and razor sharp. You see this creature just pull out of the water, and you can see the lightning, where it is typically white and blue, has this deep purple color inside of it as well, as it arcs off of its body as its mouth opens. You can see just as if they are tendrils of slime or saliva in its mouth, just these arcs of lightning just off of its mouth as it just looks around at all of you. A new monster has entered the fray, and you can see that it is.
Swear jar now.
You can see that it has completely taken the attention of all of the other goblin and bugbears as well. Kota, decide your action.
Okay, let's see. I will probably move slightly away
Cool.
from the river.
Sure, slightly.
Slightly away. So probably towards the trees a little bit where that other but further back from the water. So
away from the bad guy?
Yeah, there.
From the big guy? Okay. So yeah, about 30 feet away from the water's edge where the creature is.
And I'd probably I'm concerned about Fox.
Sure.
I'll get Fox, don't worry about it.
Kota doesn't know that though. I was concerned.
10 more seconds.
Okay, so I'll attack the big water demon thing.
Okay, as you're moving away.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. Okay, and what, 2 attacks and then a potentially bonus action?
Yeah, because the way superiority die work, I normally hold it to see what I roll for my precision shot if I need it to hit.
Sure.
And then if I don't need it, that's when I typically use the superiority die for the bonus action.
Sure.
So I don't know if you want me to do that whenever we're rolling.
Yeah, go ahead and do that whenever we're rolling.
Okay, so potential bonus action.
Yeah, okay, sounds great. Awesome. Landon, what are you wanting to do on your turn?
Yeah, so the goblin next to me, or is it it's a goblin?
Yeah.
Is he looking at the monster right now? He's not paying attention to me at all?
The goblin that is next to you, it looks as if its attention has been pulled to this creature that is just spawned out of the water.
Okay, so I'm going to use my movement to move right there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... You're going to see me holster Bonnie and pull out Clive.
Okay. Sounds good. And what are you wanting to do for your action?
I'm going to shoot him.
Okay, sounds good.
Shoot him real good.
Shoot it real good.
Real good.
With that, we're moving on to Zara. What are you wanting to do on your turn?
I'm gonna move.
So you are right here. So you're within 5 feet of this creature right here.
Yeah.
This bugbear who is has just smashed its mace into the ground, and the earth has just splattered up around you, kind of splattered on you.
Can I move over that way?
That's a long distance. Right there.
Okay.
She wants to go there.
Oh,
She wants to move
close
where?
the monsters. Okay.
Where again?
Is that where you want to go?
Yeah.
Right there. Got it?
Yes. Yeah. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
So it would get an attack of opportunity, but just disadvantage because it's slightly distracted, and the same with you, Landon.
I figured.
It would try to use its reaction to do that.
Do I need to go ahead and see what Fox is doing too?
Yes, go ahead.
Fox is going to go ahead and he's already pissed at this dude, so he's going to go ahead and
Okay.
use that.
Is it going to be a sort of a grapple attack as well, or just a bite?
I think just a bite.
Okay, sounds good. Sweet. Moving on to Montly.
I'm going to use my disengage or my bonus action.
Okay.
Disengage.
Okay.
Which is the goblin
Yes.
thing. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
And then I am going to cast Chromatic Orb at the thing in the water.
Nice. Cool. Okay. Sounds good. And chromatic orb, is that typically with an attack roll, or does it just happen?
It's an attack roll.
Okay. Sounds good.
She didn't get the Sarah action.
Oh yes. Yeah. Your action.
Can I do a tidal wave?
Yeah. Of course.
Just waiting for that.
And what is the range on tidal wave?
120 feet.
Yeah, you're good. So you want to do tidal wave, and you want it to push from the edge of the river towards the creature. Yes.
Like from right here on.
Yeah.
Cool. As you are moving away, that's awesome. I can't wait for that to happen. So Montly, you are
It's a
casting
really cool
chromatic orb towards the giant creature that's come out of the water.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. And you are using disengage to move where?
I'm going to move kind of right out here in the middle.
And here in the middle.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. And we're moving on. Orryn.
Can I make a perception check to see if I saw the bugbear try to hit Zara?
Yes, I'll allow that as like a free action.
Okay.
Sure.
That would be a, I think it's an 18.
You do see
Okay.
that the bugbear has
Yeah.
it, yes.
I would like to use my bonus action first to aid Landon
Okay.
in the next attack.
Okay.
I can use help as a bonus action since
Yeah.
I'm master of tactics.
Yeah.
Feat, and then.
And that gives Landon advantage on his next
on
attack
his-
towards whomever?
Yes, as long as that creature is within 30 feet of me.
Okay, yes, which they are. You're good.
And then I want to use my action to raise my right hand of Zir and shoot a dart out of the index finger.
Nice. Sweet.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
At this bugbear right here.
Gotcha.
I think I'd like to move a little. I guess it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I just want to move 2 squares west.
2 squares west. Okay, sounds good. Right here?
Yeah, that's great.
Sweet, perfect. And then Munnin.
Alrighty, so I go ahead and with my short swords,
Uh-huh.
I want to get this guy back. So I do have I've got the bonus action as being 2-weapon fighting. I'm gonna go for with both the short swords.
Okay, sounds good. Action and bonus action attacking this guy?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, cool. So the actions that the enemies are taking, and just for y'all's reference, because I know that I'm going to forget, if whomever won the last initiative round, they are the ones that go first the next, or declare what they're doing the next round, and then the people that did not declare what they were going to do, they go after that. So there's sort of an advantage to not winning that initiative round. You get to listen to what the enemies are going to do, and then you can go off of that if y'all lost the initiative round. But if you won the initiative round, you go first, and then the enemy gets to go after that. So yeah, moving on. The Goblinoid is going to try to do a reactionary attack, but you're disengaged, so it does nothing. It is then going to try to attack at Kota as they are moving away with disadvantage. This Goblinoid is just going to try to attack you right back, Munnin. The bugbear that is right here is going to continue running towards Landon, try to make an attack towards you. This goblin is going to try to attack you, Landon, as you're moving away with disadvantage because it is distracted. This bugbear is going to also try to attack you, Zara, as you are moving away because it is distracted, and even try to attack you. But it's going to stay stationary as you are trying to run away. And the same with these guys as well. Once this bugbear moves up towards Landon, it's going to stay there as Landon, you move away. The goblinoid is dead. This goblin is going to try to attack Fox as Fox is trying to grapple it. And this creature, this massive beast that has pulled itself out of the water, and you can see that it is tunneled underneath the water's base and has caused this hole that now the water that is running down the river, you can see that more water has started to pull back as the rest of the water that is continuing downstream continues on as the rest of the water fills this hole that this giant beast has created for itself. It is going to try to move just southeast, and it is going to aim its lightning breath in a line across this area right here.
Glad we moved to the trees.
No.
So, the stakes are very high. Who wants to roll?
Dang it.
Oh, Zara ran it.
I
Okay.
love silent nose goes.
Okay.
Whichever
Yes.
one it
Yes.
is. That
So-
one is, you pick. Over there.
So you're gonna roll, and then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then we're both gonna say what we rolled. No adding or subtracting anything. You ready? Here we go. Go and roll. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no!
Okay.
Let us down.
So,
You're fired.
so these goblinoid creatures, because they are close, they are going to go ahead and try to attack. This goblin is attacking at Montly. It rolled a 9.
Miss.
Completely misses, just whiffs at you. This goblin is attacking at Landon.
Oh,
A nat 20.
that doesn't hit.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like a
So,
liar.
wow. Okay, with its scimitar. And it does 10 points of slashing damage as you are trying to move away, distracted by the beast that has hurled itself. Seeing an attack of opportunity, it just jabs its scimitar right into you,
I wish I would
and
have shot him.
pulls sideways, and you take that 10 points of slashing damage. This bugbear is moving up and is going to attempt to attack you. It is going to
That's
use
a jerk.
brute to add damage to 1 extra damage to its attack die if it lands this hit. The bugbear rolled a natural 3, which totals 7.
No.
It after that swiping attack, you could hear that growl, and you jump out of the way and just lands into the ground, completely missing that Morningstar swipe, and it just yells in anger as it misses the.
I do have a quick question.
Go.
So, since they got to go first and moved into my range, and I already decided what I was going to do by moving away, do I get an attack of opportunity from both of them, or just from the one that was there whenever I decided to leave?
Wait, say that one more
So,
again.
I left that area knowing that there was one person who was going to get an attack of opportunity against me.
Yes.
But since they went first and moved into range with me, melee range, now that I'm leaving after them, do I get attacks of opportunity from both of them, or just the original?
I'll say just the original for
Okay.
now, but for future reference, both would get attack of opportunity because
So I
I
can
would
keep
allow
rule of that.
yes,
Okay.
and I would allow that rule for y'all as well.
Okay.
If you move in on an enemy and then that enemy tries to back away because that was their initial intent,
Yeah.
you would get attack of opportunity on that. But I'll be
Okay.
gracious.
Cool.
No attack of
Okay.
opportunity from the one that moved within range.
Thank you, Merciful DM.
Yes, of course, of course. Just this once. Sweet. This bugbear is going to attack you, Zara. Brace yourself. It rolled a 21
Does that hit? Is it bigger than that?
and does 8
does.
points of slashing damage as it arcs its scimitar. Just its Morningstar. It smashes into you and just you can feel the spikes underneath.
How much?
It was a 21.
Hit your HP.
Oh, the 21 was the attack hit.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Damage
total
was 8.
damage is 8. Yes.
Go right there.
8 bludgeoning damage. The goblin that is down where Fox is, it makes a sweeping scimitar attack. No, it doesn't. Yeah, no, it does. It makes a sweeping scimitar attack.
Against Fox?
Yeah, against Fox. So it got a 13.
That means
It makes.
barely.
It rolled 5 points of slashing damage as it. You can see that Fox is trying to dodge out of the way. And is ready to attack right back at it. And the goblin that is over here by Munnin, it is going to attack. It rolled a 22. Man, my rolls are great tonight, but we'll see what happens. Stop it.
You could reel it back.
I could. Sure. Does it hit?
By a
Oh, good to know. Oh, and it did 8 points of slashing damage as well. I wish there was a camera tracker seeing all of this happen because these are not fudged; these are real. And this giant blue beast with purple lightning arcing off of its body, it is moving across the water's edge. It just, and then it shoots in a line, just, and there's. It arcs from the base of the water, and you can see that the water's surface just tendrils of lightning dance across the surface as it pulls that lightning streak up, and it rakes across. Let's see.
On the bright side, it's probably going to hit the orcs.
It's a 5 foot wide radius, so using this measuring tool. No, that's not the one we want. We want this, a 5 foot radius. It is a 20 foot line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't reach very far. It moves.
Just gonna go like the
Sorry.
whole bus.
Moves right here.
Does it? It doesn't hit me.
So
No, I think
it gets Montly, it gets Kota, and it gets this goblin right here.
It's not bad.
All three of these.
Better not know.
Yeah, because you didn't get
And
hit.
it deals.
He's like, ah.
Do they not make a save or anything?
You do make a save. It's a DC 16 Dexterity save. So go ahead and roll a Dex saving throw.
Dex, I'm good at that. 22.
Nice. Well done.
8.
Oh,
8.
buddy.
Okay. I'm saving you the time of me rolling all of these dice. I'm just going to use this right here.
Should I go ahead and roll for my actions?
Not yet.
I'm shooting with 5 birds in 1 second.
So
Which
we
means
get.
I've shot twice
So-
with Bonnie, so I need to write that down.
It deals a whopping 66 points of lightning damage as it
66.
just
I'm literally dead.
rakes against everyone
Like
on the
double
ground.
dead?
Double
6d6 or
dead.
66?
What? 66?
6,
No.
6 like 6d6?
6.
No.
Buddy.
I'm dead.
Like double
Literally
dead.
dead. Double my hit dice. I am toast.
No.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream, everybody.
This is what
Everybody.
happens when your little goblin boy that lies.
Like, remember
Oh my gosh! Oh,
Okay.
Oh no!
So do I take 33?
I'm
Yes.
so sorry.
You'll take 33
How
points
are you
of
doing?
lightning
I
damage.
am
what are we gonna do?
Kinda. Not
Oh
really.
my gosh.
66.
66
That
points.
hurts.
You didn't even feel
so
that.
the goblin,
Yeah.
the lightning, just fingers of lightning streak across its surface as it. You can just see that there are tendrils of burned lightning marks going up its body as it just falls on the ground.
With
Smoke
the cleric.
flying up from it.
No.
Oh gosh.
Don't worry, I'll roll the new one.
I like this. It's
I
true.
loved you too.
I like it.
I'm so sad. I never got to
I'm
know
sorry,
him.
not the brave.
Oh
No.
man.
I have 10 health.
Well, I mean, we're not like God world. That's what just happened.
Yeah. Run.
What is this goblin companion?
Oh no.
Exploded.
Okay,
Couple
so
of F's in chat
I
for you.
saw.
are there a lot of F's in the chat?
There's a couple.
Oh man.
Oh. Cuss. Did
Oh
I
my
cuss?
gosh.
Did I cuss? Did somebody cuss? I
So
Holy cow.
it is now all of your turns.
Wow. Wow.
So
No, it's-
yeah, go ahead.
Oh F.
don't know. Yeah.
So we start over here?
Yes. Oh no. We just start with. Go ahead and everyone roll their attack,
Yeah.
and then whomever is highest, that is where we
Do
are.
I
going
roll
to start.
both attacks?
Go and just do the first one.
You
real
have
quick.
advantage on your first
Do you still
attack.
want
do.
us to
Thank you
roll
so much, yeah.
damage with
Yes,
while
roll
we do it?
damage
Okay.
with
Not
your
yet.
attack.
Your
roll.
attack first.
Oh, that was nice.
What's that?
Attack roll.
17 plus 4.
So
Also
that's-
sharpshooter.
Yeah, so
Do you want me to say that every time? Because I will use it every time.
Yeah, it's fine. You're good.
Okay. Like, I don't know if you're like, okay, assuming it, because I will use it literally every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's totally fine.
21.
21.
I rolled double 2s. So I. Ooh. Yeah.
Heard, 10. Okay.
23.
23. Oh.
Dead.
I'm
Too
sorry.
soon. Too soon.
Sorry.
Because of
This other goblin.
Scary.
This other goblin just. Well, that was Montly. Montly was in disguise the whole time. It was the other goblin. So 21 and 22, yeah. 22,
23.
23. So you would go first
Okay.
on your turn. So you give that bonus action advantage towards Landon. Sweet.
And then I move right here,
Sweet.
and then I shoot. Like I raise my metal gauntlet around my right hand. Shoots a dart out of the right index
Nice.
finger at this.
And you do hit
Fox will
him.
hit.
So go ahead and roll your damage for that.
Okay. I believe that is
Should I go ahead and roll for Fox too?
D4
Yes.
plus 3.
Screw both of those things.
4 damage.
4 points of damage
Just roll
as
on
that
Now,
arrow releases
now.
from your finger.
It's back.
I do have
You're
an
doing good there.
an ally within 5 feet. Could I do sneak attack?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna add 2d6
Surely
to
that
that.
Okay.
luck has to come back around. Fox rolled like a.
So
7.
double that, 8.
Okay.
8 total damage.
8 total
with
damage.
that dart.
That dart hits it right in its thigh, and it singes deep, and you hear after it dealt that damage to Zara. You can see that this creature is in a bloodied state. The turn order then goes to Munnin.
Okay.
Sounds alright.
So, do I hit with the 21?
Yes, so you would hit with the 21 for your action to attack.
Okay, so initial action that did 10 damage.
10 points of damage. You find the weak point on this goblin creature. As you slice up against it, it crumples to the ground.
Oh, good news.
Dead, yeah. And you would use your bonus action on it, but you know that it is for sure dead. It is slumped on the ground, and you can see the creature that is just arced lightning across the water. That's just across the water's edge. Turn order then goes to Kota. Yes.
Not yet.
Yeah, I had a
It
21.
will on your turn.
Okay. Yep, so that is 21 plus 8 plus 14 math. 22 damage to that
This
demon
guy.
water lizard.
And you are moving in what direction?
Far away.
Far away.
Far away.
As far away as possible.
Right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, right.
so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep, that's good.
And you aim and hit. You do hit this creature
Good. Neat.
as you attack. How much damage? I'm so sorry.
Oh, it was 22 damage.
22 points of damage. Nice.
With my lovely sharpshooter.
Of course.
I live with it. It's my life.
22 points. Sweet. And then the next attack order goes to Landon. Yes, and you are moving as you're attacking.
Yeah, I moved 10 feet up.
10 feet up,
Yeah.
which you do successfully, and then you shot a what? A 2?
Yeah,
Plus-
it was real bad.
Okay.
Plus like 8, so 10.
Okay. So
And
you.
this is just first attacks?
Yeah.
Right?
That was just the
Okay.
first attack. So you shoot, but it misses with Clyde. Everyone can hear a huge loud blast as this bullet sprays out in front of the muzzle of this hand cannon as it makes a huge loud cracking noise that echoes through the woods and the brush, and that beast just kind of is shocked by the sound of the noise. Shocked. Lightning. So yes.
Too
Too soon. Yeah.
Too soon.
Sorry. So, if you would like to make your death saving throw,
No, there's no death saving throws.
Oh,
That was
yeah, that's
double
right.
my damage.
that's right.
That's
I'm the
cool.
DM.
Get to know it.
I'm the DM.
I mean,
saving throws.
Okay, I'll take it. I will take it.
So,
are you not
but
doing them?
I'm not doing them. You're doing them, but you're dropping them behind my screen.
Oh, that's a long way to walk.
I could.
Or you could tell me.
Throw it.
Yeah, just like
Just
just get the
use-
dice tower. Just
use the space as a backboard. Just
yeah. Just
Take out all your aggression.
Where can I drop it?
just
Right here.
anyway. Yeah. Okay.
Here, your dice back.
Okay.
I'm stressed. But I'm glad there's a chance.
Unconscious
You're
right
supposed
here.
to be-
Chance.
You're supposed to be.
But there's a chance.
So you're
Uh,
saying there's a chance?
So you're saying.
And Zara, what did you roll for your attack?
It's a dex save of 15.
Dex save of 15, which was successful. Yes?
Your water
you-
demon would have to make it.
Oh, the water demon is having to make it.
Yeah, because it's the tidal wave.
Yes, that's right. A 15.
I
So
don't know what
we
it is. I'm just calling it out.
dex save.
I'm like close enough.
It got a 12.
Moist.
So it passed. Or it failed. So you.
Go ahead and roll your
4d8.
damage.
So roll that twice.
4d.
Right here.
Do you want extra d8s? I'll share them. They do good for me.
So this is 12, 14.
15.
15 points of damage as that it fails its dex saving throw. What are the effects if it fails its dex saving throw? Is it prone? I know that it is pushed back, if I'm correct.
It is knocked prone.
It is knocked prone. Just prone?
Looks like it. Each
Okay.
creature in the area must make a dex throw, a fail save, takes bludgeoning damage, and is knocked prone.
Gotcha. 15 points of damage. You could see that it is in a sort of bloodied state. Just from the perception check that you made on this creature, there have been almost like experiments that have been done on this creature. You can see that that tidal wave, as it brushes over it tries to push it away as that tidal wave just takes it over as it is thrashing in this water that is pulling it down underneath it, goes prone, and the you could see that there is there are lines that are in its skin where this purple glow is sort of releasing out from underneath it, but it is in a bloodied state from where you can see. And that is the end of the round.
Oh,
I still have second
Oh yeah,
attacks.
second attacks, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
So is it because it's prone now? Is it at disadvantage?
It is.
But I had advantage, so does it just cancel out?
It'll cancel out. Yes.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. That's not good. I'm going to use a superiority die to do precision to add a d8 to my hit.
Okay.
That is going to be a 17 to hit.
It does hit. Its armor class of 17. Yes. I know. Well done.
Now I know. Good job, precision. Yay! That is going to be 20 damage.
Nice. That 20 points of damage as it tries to pull itself up out of the water. You see an opening, almost in slow motion. You pull back and it slams into its side. It gets right into its neck, an opening, and it just thrashes around in pain.
Noise.
Fox also hasn't gone yet.
Yes, that is correct.
Do you want to go him first or my second attack?
Him first.
Okay,
Sorry,
sure.
I didn't mean to skip Fox.
You're fine. You're good.
Not the Foxy boy.
Natural 20.
Oh! How do you want to do that?
It's the goblin, right?
The goblin down here, yeah.
Yeah. So
That just sliced it with its scimitar.
basically, Fox is going to be very frustrated that the goblin got any damage on him, so he's going to grab him in his mouth and just like sling him around until he just stops moving.
Oh my gosh.
The alligator thrash.
Just on the ground, a muddy snow rainbow is made in the ground as Fox moves it back and forth in its jaws,
Yes.
thrashing about until it no longer decides to break loose from Fox's grasp.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes, and now it's your second attack.
Okay, so Clyde's spent, so
Correct.
Bonnie's coming back out,
Sweet.
and Sharpshooter gonna shoot again.
Nice.
Don't.
Sharpshooter.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Yeah, but I'd take -5 to it, so it's not gonna hit 13.
13. That sharpshooter, you were trying to aim down the sight as you put Clyde away into your holster, and it is thrashing about so much that it is. You're not able to get a hit on it, a bead on it. What? Go ahead.
I meant to also say I was gonna use a grit point, but I didn't say that, so it's totally fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
And it is thrashing about. You're trying to get a bead on it down your sight, and it just you just hit a wall of water, just splashes away, and you don't see him behind it. That is the end of round. That was 2. Round 2.
Yeah.
We're on to the 3rd round, folks.
Ding ding ding.
So the
Everything
enemy
hurts.
went first that round. So the
Everything
enemy is
hurts.
now going to declare what they are going to do this round. Seeing its own brethren fall in front of it, this goblin is gonna make a run for it. Is gonna run. Is run. This way. This bugbear right here is also going to make a run for it. Just assume that every NPC is making a run for it in every direction. This giant dragonoid creature, it does not get its breath weapon back. And it is going to slither over out of the water, or it's going to pull itself back up from the water to where it is no longer prone, and it is going to slither over to Orryn, and is going to try to attack Orryn with its bite, and then is going to try to grapple Landon at the same time with its second attack.
No, thank you.
How about no?
Oh, it doesn't work!
Wow.
Wow,
Crazy.
good thing you called it. Okay, and now we're moving on to everyone's declared actions. What would you like to do, Kota?
I will keep, how does the water demon gizmo look?
It looks very bloodied,
Okay,
as it is prone
here,
in the
sorry.
water.
SOS, I need a map. Okay, and so there's one behind me, too?
There is one behind you too, yes.
Okay,
You're not sure of its intent.
Or
No. This one right here is gone, dead.
that one's dead, but the one off to the right, like up there, he's still up.
That is the human. That
Oh,
is
he's our bound,
the bound
guy.
Yes.
Okay, well then
Just
I
kind
am.
of
There's
just
this guy, there's this guy, there's that guy. So 3 left, and then big boy.
Okay, I'll shoot the one right in front of me then.
okay. Sounds good. You shoot the one.
Yeah, I'll do both attacks.
the one in front of you right here. Both attacks on this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And just so you know, he is in a bloodied
Yeah,
state.
I had to bloody him.
Oh, okay, then I'll do one attack on him and one attack on the other one, kind of. Yep,
Yeah,
right
Yeah.
there.
Sweet. Gotcha.
I'll
Sounds
split
good.
them.
Sweet. Perfect. It is now Landon. What would you like to declare for your action? Would you like to move on that turn any?
Oh, no, I'm very happy right there.
Heard.
I'm gonna take a step. Just, I don't want to be like in his range for anything damage related. So I'm gonna take a step right there, like just 5 feet diagonal to the north.
Okay.
Whatever that is,
East.
Yeah. And I'm gonna spend both my actions on Big Boy.
Okay.
And
Both.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
And then Fox is going to come over here and help attack the guy that's right next to Kota.
Sweet. Sounds good. Nice. Moving on to Montly, which then we move on to.
Grasp that life.
So there is a thing I forgot to mention. It's called a last stand, basically. So instead of you being completely unconscious, I want to implement another house rule. So sorry, everyone. Where if someone is doing death save throws, they are still conscious and they can move 5 feet in any cardinal direction. And if they want to expend basically a death action, they can, but they will die if they do that. You can also do something that you would normally spend a free action on. You can still do that on your turn. So you can move 5 feet in any direction, and you can do that, what would be considered a free action. What you would typically do on a free action. Call for something, say something, do any kind of check for yourself, something like that.
Uh,
Knowing that.
I'm just gonna go with the roll.
Okay.
Just go with
The
the
death.
save roll. Maybe cry out for help, but
Oh, I was thinking, here, roll into the cup.
the suspense is killing me.
Okay.
Literally.
Literally.
I got jokes.
So, boom. Garrick. I know, there's a lot of stuff. Y'all, if you could see this battle map, it is crazy. If you're still here.
Okay. I'm sure a lot of people left when Montly died.
Everyone was like, I'm done with it.
But like favorite character, we're out.
Yeah, this stream's over.
I
This
was in it
stream's
for him.
over.
Okay. I am.
Smelling like a rose.
Oh man. I am going to
You
cast.
So you actually go to reach it right there. If you cast spirit on him, then he would be.
Montly, you were seeing
I'm
all
gonna-
of this stuff happen.
Yeah, I'm going to
Which means he wouldn't die.
cast
It's still
Blade Ward on myself
Okay.
as my action.
Action,
I'm
sure.
gonna move over.
What do? You got 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Landon still. I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself.
Okay.
I'm also going to use a bonus action to cast a level 1 spell on myself, Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
And that's
Awesome.
my first
You're like,
expending a real spell.
So, that's a level 1 spell. Go ahead and roll a d20. It's a level 1.
A 2.
Okay. So, we reduce the DC down 1. Since it was a first level spell. So, with Wild Magic, the DC starts at 18. Any kind of spell that you cast is going to activate Wild Magic. And whatever level it is, it decreases that DC whatever level spell it is. So that was an 18.
If it
and
doesn't trigger.
If it doesn't trigger. So that was an 18. You cast a level 1 spell, it moves from 18 to 17.
Okay.
So just go ahead and keep track of that
Okay.
for me. So that'd be Expeditious Retreat. And Munnin.
What's the word on the Broom of Flying in combat? As far as shooting my longbow
While you would have to make a dexterity saving throw to maintain your balance to be able to maintain your balance on that broom as you're trying to shoot from it. I would say the dex save for that would be 15.
Okay. Not going to risk that yet.
Okay.
I'm just going to move about. I'm off to the center of the path there, so probably like 20-ish feet
Sure. Okay.
northeast.
Gotcha.
And then pull out the longbow and try to attack the crazy water dragon.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So, who? Gonna roll the d20 again?
Yeah,
Oh,
we got it.
no, yeah, of course. Sorry, Zara.
Can I use my bonus action to heal?
Montly?
I'm gonna use my
Monthly?
action to heal.
It's
Okay,
a
healing
healing
word.
spirit. Healing
Healing
spirit.
spirit.
Hearing Spirit, so it just activates area of effect within a 5x5 radius. Okay. Yeah, that works totally fine.
And what's your action?
And my action is gonna be Ice Knife.
That
baby.
Stuck it. An ice knife.
I'm about to
I
get
do have a
twice as
question about that.
annoying.
Go ahead.
So,
Which one would you want to do first is kind of what you're trying to decide?
no, like, because isn't there a rule where a bonus action and an action can't be. I don't remember the rule. It's something like if you cast a spell at a certain level, then it has to be a cantrip.
Yes.
If it's a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's typically how it would be. I would increase that. I know Matt Mercer does level. You could do cast whatever level you want, and then the additional one has to be level 2 or lower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to decrease that to level 1 or lower. So you can cast a level whatever you want up to like a 7, 8, 9, whatever.
Yeah.
But then your second spell has to either be a cantrip or a level 1 spell.
Okay, so you could do Healing Spirit second level and then Ice Knife first level.
Okay.
Tell 'em that.
I'm gonna use it on the first level.
For Ice Knife for first
Ice
level.
Knife first level.
Healing
Yeah.
Spirit second level.
Heard that. Okay.
He said.
Gotcha. So, who wants to roll? the D6.
I'll do it this time.
Okay.
We're all like, nose goes.
We need that confidence.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Oh wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 6.
For shame.
Dang.
Dishonor.
You can feel the presence.
I wasn't gonna beat a 6.
Dishonor
Okay.
on you.
Just breathing.
So all of the bugbears, goblins are clearing out of the way, just running for the hills, using a dash action to just get the heck out of dodge, out of the way of this towering behemoth.
Cowards!
You tell them. And then Bahir just its legs paw into the wet earth, the river that is trying to fill that hole that it has left in the ground, and it's just pawing and clawing at the mud, that wet dirt, as it do up towards you. Orryn, it is making that attack towards you. Sorry, I already rolled. I don't know why I rolled a second time. It rolled a natural 6, but it adds 10 to it, so 16 is the AC, DC. Okay. Okay. It does.
This is rude.
2.
I'm not okay with it.
See you.
Yeah, you're about to
soon.
see me in the
And then you'll
afterlife.
see
It does 19 points of piercing damage as it tries to bite at you. You feel its mouth just.
I
have.
haven't.
You,
I haven't.
oh yeah.
It's been an extra turn
Yeah.
in combat.
Wait, no. You still. Oh,
It's the end of
you're
my
right.
next turn, so
You're right.
This is round 3.
But round 2, didn't you cast Blade Ward on yourself? It was round 1.
Yeah, because I attacked round 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. So yeah, it
19.
its bite pulls at you 19 points of piercing damage. Go into you, and then it tries to make a grapple attack towards Landon.
No, it doesn't.
All right, we're moving on to the next one.
Guess
sorry.
what?
Who knew it was that easy?
You're the worst DM.
Yep. All right, moving on. Yep. 12. It rolled a 12 to grapple you.
It does not.
Okay.
Yep.
It tries to, as it makes that bite attack, it looks over at you, its purple eyes peering down towards you, lightning fingers arcing across the surface of its skin. It whips that tail around to try to wrap around your feet. You're able to jump out of the way, keeping its eyes on it, and you can see that they are piercing down at you as you just lightning tendrils arcing off of its back.
His black pants are just a little bit darker.
Yeah. But you can see that there is ichor that is oozing off of it from its body, being bloodied.
Probably.
Yeah. All of the enemies have gone. It is now everyone's turn. Go ahead and roll for your first action or action. It depends on. You can decide what you want to do for being healed. I'll allow that, knowing that you are going to be healed. The only reason I wouldn't allow that is if someone that is casting a spell gets hit and they have to hold concentration on that spell, or the person casting the healing spell falls unconscious. That's when you would be able to do. But you can decide what you want to do with your action after being healed.
I have a question.
Go.
If I'm casting 2 spells that don't have any add to hit, do I not add any mod? It's just a raw.
No, you do add. Go ahead and add your spellcasting modifier to it.
Even if it's not.
I think
Okay.
Yeah,
everybody's
cool.
basically
That
like
just decides like your initiative in the round
That's all
itself.
I need to do. Is just
Okay, initiative rolls. Starting with Munnin. 19.
15.
15.
22.
22.
20.
And, sorry,
I'm
I'm
do
so
my
sorry.
chromatic orb whenever.
I gotcha. Whenever you rise.
Yeah.
23.
23. What? Landon?
I used a grit point to roll with advantage
Nice.
for Deadeye, and I
Cool.
got a natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Nice. Pause.
Yeah, you had your.
And then bonus action for the healing, and then ice knife, correct?
Do what?
Bonus action for the healing.
Yes.
Aura? Is that it?
Spirit.
Healing spirit.
Yeah.
And then Ice Knife after that. Excuse
So
me.
healing spirit first is what you said first. So that is.
And I also forgot to mention, ranged
That doesn't
attacks happen before. Ranged attacks, as in shooting attacks, happen before anything else. So if
Ice
there is,
Knife would need to go first instead of healing spirit.
It depends on when you want to cast it.
Yeah.
I would say the healing one would happen first.
Okay.
We'll do the healing one would
So
happen
you
first.
need to roll for that.
She would roll for whenever that happens in the initiative round.
I'll do 20.
So, and then add your spellcasting modifier to it.
8 plus 7 is what?
15.
Yes. 15, sweet. So, yours is a ranged attack, yours is a ranged attack.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled a nat 20, so you would go first.
Okay.
Go ahead and do that thing.
Yeah, so it pulled out Deadshot, which is
Deadshot.
the rifle boy.
Yes.
I'm just going to roll.
Because it is within 5 feet, it would be at disadvantage.
Is it within 5 feet?
Yes, it
Didn't
is
something say no? Wait,
right next to you because it tried to get
Oh,
its
right.
tail around you.
So I need to do that again?
Unless you wanted to move out of the way
Well-
and provoke opportunity.
Yeah, might as well, because otherwise...
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do so.
Yeah.
It tries to make a biting attack towards you.
That's fine. It's
It
fine.
rolled a 19.
It hits.
Okay. It does.
Ouch.
It's fine.
Kota's all singed on the end.
16 points of piercing damage as you pull away.
Cool.
It bites at you.
Got it. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, and so I will roll for damage for my first shot with
Okay.
Deadshot, which is... Oh, I got some good rolls and some really bad rolls. So, with a crit, it's 33 points of damage.
33 points of damage.
Great dubs.
And that's still first attack.
So, instead of how you want to do this, I'm just going to raise an eyebrow.
Yeah, I mean, I want to aim for its throat, like
Okay.
right in the middle where I think it would be, where its esophagus would be,
Okay.
and I want to shoot straight through that.
Okay. You are pulling back. It makes a lunging bite at your arm and just it pulls away. It rips at your flesh. As you back away from it, you pull Deadshot off of your back and sling it over, and you just aim down your sight, and you find its esophagus as it is reeling back. Its back, just tendrils of lightning just arcing behind it, and it looks like it's prepping for another attack. As you aim that shot, and you just it pushes you backwards as that shot just is cacophonous as it echoes through the woods, just a loud crack as it just pierces out of the back. Munnin, all you see is just a point and then an explosion as the top half of this creature just erupts, and just only one piece of its flesh, the top half of it, is holding onto the bottom as it just, and you can see this purplish energy, this brackish arcane energy. The lightning is arcing between the two pieces of it as it is just reeling above the water, and it just slams into the water. That lightning just, you can just see that it is just darkness as the water just is like rocking and moving around it, and you can just see as it slowly continues on, as water does, around the dead body of this giant creature. Montly, you pull yourself up out from this healing aura around you, and you are like brought back into consciousness.
Oh.
You're
All I
lying
gotta
on-
say is, what the?
That's what the creature is dead, and you could hear the footsteps of all of the other creatures just in the footpath, just running away, just running off into the woods in all directions. All of you are taking a breath, trying to gain your composure, gain a bearing of your surroundings, seeing this large beast, and you can see that purplish glow is kind of like beating slowly, but with each beat, that purple glow gets dimmer and dimmer until it's just a black ichor that is just kind of congealed inside of its inside. You could see the anatomy of this creature, but it is a darker purple. It is a It is a dense thickness about it. And yeah, go ahead.
So because like we still have our attacks technically,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
I wanted to try. So the one that I was shooting at, who was like running away, I want to try to use my merciful properties for my arrow and like detain him.
Yeah.
I got questions.
Yes, go for it. So go. You rolled your attack, and your attack was.
It was a 23.
You definitely hit.
Yeah. And
go ahead and roll your damage.
Damage was 21, but I'm using that merciful property just in case he is
right. So
that would nuke him.
And this is this creature to the south of you, correct?
It was the one.
Or was it the one that
it was the one that sprinted off into the forest? That that pathway between the trees. He's a little off there.
Yes.
I might have. But I still have sharpshooter.
Yeah,
with that
yeah. You totally you find aim and you whisper your secret word, and everyone can see the arrow, the longbow arrow that is knocked inside of Kota's longbow. As Kota whispers their secret, it just lights up, and just that light extends off and arcs off into the trees, and you don't see where the light goes towards. It just goes off into the brush, and you hear a. And you hear a thump on the brush, and you don't hear any kind of footpath coming from that distance anymore, just in the other directions where all the other enemies went off towards.
You swear you hear Fox like snorting laughter.
Yeah. Just a and you can see that Fox with the life fluid from the other creatures around its muzzle. It goes over to Landon, but it just makes a pause at Kota and kind of like does a little muzzle brush, and then it goes back over to Landon and takes its place back with him. And
Landon's a little salty.
with Kota like daggers.
From that plump in the brush, you hear a silence, and then.
Oh right, soon someone help this guy.
Montly says as he's like getting up out of the water, just like drenched in water, pulling himself up from unconsciousness.
Kota's gonna run over to where they shot their arrow.
Okay.
To their detained guy. So is he like unconscious but not dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get
so
to see
I want to tie him up.
Okay. You do so successfully.
Wait.
The beast of the water, is it kind of half on the shore, half in?
So you can see it's top half that was almost cleanly cut off of its lower half.
Yeah.
It's that part is up above the water, and you can see that there are many arms that don the sides of it. There's about 8 to 10 arms along its side, but its lower half is kind of curled down into the water itself as the water is like rushing over it and around it.
Orryn is trying to like make sense of all this. Is like the first thing he's ever seen like this. He's kind of getting close to it and like trying to
poking it with stickers.
No, really, like it's the most amazing thing.
Make a perception check.
Are we out of initiative?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So you can do whatever you would like whenever you would like.
I got a 6.
Okay. You go up to it.
Yeah.
And you poke it. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh
Nice.
no. Too curious.
That's gonna be a 9.
You do not overcome your fear, and as you poke, you go. Ah!
Oh man. I totally.
I
do the purple. I remember the first thing I saw after the incident that sent my family into ruin was that my eyes had turned purple. Does this look familiar?
I'm
whatever
upset.
Landon was going to say.
I'm upset.
What is everyone else doing?
Is the creature large enough to where if I kind of make my way up north a little and then sort of wade across the river behind it, I would be under some sort of cover from where everybody else is?
You can make a stealth check and try to do that.
I will go for it.
I'm looting the bodies.
Okay, looting the bodies. You recovered not very much. You could see there was a lot of like knickknacks, maybe personal valuables to the goblins, but in the material world of Velenia, this holds no most of the stuff holds no value. You count maybe a total of 12 gold pieces amongst the bodies.
That's more than 0.
That is true.
11. So some of you can hear a brush off in the distance.
Yeah, somebody should untie Chumpy.
You could hear the movement of something across the river, but those of you that don't want to pay any mind to it don't. But you just hear something across the brush.
After Kota finishes tying up was it a bugbear or an orc?
It was a bugbear.
Okay, after Kota finishes up tying the bugbear, they will go over and untie Kem.
Okay. Sounds good.
Hi, Kem, are you okay?
What was that? I heard a splash and I heard a.
Don't worry about it. It's handled.
I took care of it myself, actually.
No, don't worry.
He's like trying to get away. He's like, not again.
Oh, right.
It's okay. Your wife sent us. We're gonna get you back to her.
She's
She's okay. She's fine. Everything's cool.
Oh, thank you, gods.
Yeah, it's good. Everything's okay now. You're gonna be safe.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you for saving me. And my wife, she's okay.
Is he still bound?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over and use my dagger. It pops out of the top of my forearm.
Cool. Yeah.
And
It does so, and he and he just goes onto his just sits on his backside and just is like thank you so much. Those things. What? Look!
I'm right here, man. Come on.
I know.
I really want to do this right now. I'm just gonna go. I'm going to go.
Don't worry, he's on our side. He's helpful. He's not a bad one.
He's good.
Yeah.
We
think.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage. Both of you.
Yes.
This is a group one, and we're gonna average the 2 rolls.
With disadvantage.
Persuasion.
Oh God.
One would have been good. 6.
A
9.
And a 6. You don't do a great job.
I'm back at it with the vicious shoulders.
Yes.
It's
Vicious
okay.
soldier just mentally. He's like, oh.
I'm gonna walk up and like pull Kota aside.
Okay, yeah, and you do so, and Kota still trying to.
Like, I can help.
Whenever you brought this child with us.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Oh,
They haven't said a word this entire time. I don't know.
Her name is Zara. I found her in the forest. She's useful.
I mean, she kind of healed me, so.
No, I'm not. I don't mean to take away. I'm just wondering if it's okay for a child to be here at the moment. But I just hadn't said a word. I'm just making sure that everything's fine.
Look at her. She's great. She's doing things. She made the big tidal wave. Like, I wouldn't bring her along if she wasn't useful.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying I haven't heard her speak a word. I don't know if she's here
just
against
really
her will.
Shy. I'm not a kidnapper.
I don't know you.
Exactly what a kid.
So
Fox does. Do you not trust Lucy's wolf?
Child.
if you give Fox food, he's gonna love you. It doesn't really matter who
He
you
loves
are as
me
a person.
anyway. He came to me first.
Fox just
before
goes
you.
up and plops down and like he's waiting for something.
That's
I'll flick
awesome.
him a Scooby snack.
He just kind of goes down and is like eating the snack on the ground.
No, she's useful. She's helpful. I didn't kidnap her. She came along.
Okay, I just need
She's
to make
just
sure.
very shy.
I just need to make sure.
She
That's
just
all-
has
that's
to
all.
open up in her own time.
Yeah. The humanoid, the human, Kim. He is still sitting. He like scoots over towards a tree to lay against it. Just. Who are all of you?
So simply,
We met at a bar.
your name is Kim. Kim, correct?
Kim. Yes, that's my name. My wife. Her name is.
Filda.
Filda,
She
yes,
sent us.
yeah.
She sent us because she told us you were in trouble, so we just came to help out. That's all it is. We heard you were in trouble. We just wanted to help out. That's all it is.
Thank you.
Do you want to travel with us back to town?
Yes. That would be fantastic. Thank
Okay,
you.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's
And I
fine.
won't steal your money. I mean,
He just kind of gives
Coda
Montly
takes
a
one of
wine.
his shoulders.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I was gonna say,
They
Cam,
get, like,
you'll
under
just
the
you're
shoulders,
fine.
like-
Just, yeah.
as
Let's
Coda-
be honest. Do you have anything left to steal after these guys got a hold of you, or?
yeah, do you?
No. He seems to be telling the truth. Wait, go ahead and roll it. Just a perception check.
Insider perception.
Insight, yeah.
Not 20. Plus 4, 24.
There's something that he's hiding. It seems to be as though he is holding something very near and dear, but you don't necessarily know where.
Are you sure you don't have anything extra? I mean, we can't just save your life from goblins and...
Can we?
What is this?
Can we go? He says to Coda.
Of course. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
we're
I'm sorry,
fine.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
you can walk with us. It's fine. It's okay. Like
I'm
we'll
just like,
we'll
we'll
make sure
talk
you're
to him
okay.
at
We'll
the
get back.
bar. We'll get it at the bar. He's
We're gonna head back to the Toppled Inn. Your wife is there waiting for you.
you.
We'll get you back safe.
Thank you. All of you, thank you. Thank the gods for all of you. Not looking
No,
at
no,
Munnin.
no.
Munnin is definitely across the river, yes, yeah. Just a silent. I don't need thanks.
I know what I did.
I know what I did. So yes, all of you make your way back to the inn. If any of you would like to converse with this person, Kim, you can. If not, that's totally fine. It's up to you.
Kim, have you seen many of these monsters around these parts before this day?
For continuity's sake, can I clarify? Like, would I have been able to get back to the inn before everyone else and act like I was just at the bar the entire time?
You.
For that, can I?
So, roll. How are you getting back to the bar?
Room.
So, roll a stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
A nat 1. Okay.
Okay.
And the next roll.
Okay, 13, throwing on 4 more to that, so sitting at a 17.
So, none of you are looking. Did any of you have the. Is it keen sight feat?
So I have the
observant feat. So your
do.
passive perception is like in the 20s, yeah?
My passive investigation is 22. My passive perception is 17.
17.
Which is what you roll.
Yeah, so you just with your. Anyone else have a passive perception that matches that or exceeds?
Nope.
So.
I'm pretty stupid.
Okay.
It's
Heard, understood.
Okay.
So you would have seen that.
I don't think Orryn says anything.
So.
Not a wisdom. I don't know.
I just see like
Sure.
Yeah.
You have seen the craziest stuff. You make a madness check.
We're gonna create a little new mechanic here. It'll be fun. You're gonna go insane.
Madness. So, so all of you make your way over to. What was the thing that was said? I completely. You were wanting to converse with
Kim,
him as you were all walking along.
Have you seen any more of those purple-eyed, beady monsters around these parts?
No. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like those things. I mean, I've heard of goblins before, but I've never actually seen. Never actually seen any goblins with purple eyes and.
Was there any reason for them to take you that you can ascertain? When did they come and take you?
I was making my way over to Rilwerthel with my wife, and we were waylaid by them, ambushed. We were carrying a cart of goods, and they seemed to make off with it and head off in a direction I don't know where. I don't know. I'm just so glad to be alive. I didn't make any more notion of that. I mean, I guess they made some kind of reference to. They were saying chaos reigns. I don't know. I thought they were talking about rainfall. What do you think that means?
I don't know.
I'm just so glad to be able to make it back to my wife.
So you're going to the festival then?
Yes. In fact, I have a place in town, a place where I sell wares. I don't have any of the wares I was planning to sell at the festival, but I do have some things that I could reward you all with as soon as I've made my way back, if you would like to take a peek at my wares. Just as a thanks, a way of thanks, so a reward of sorts.
Yeah, I'm there.
Very kind of you.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
I mean, we did just save your lives, so
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And
It's only fair.
I want to pay in kind.
It's what anyone would do. I think.
So yes, all of you make your way back to the town. As you make your way back, you're nearing the inn, and he seems Landon, you are the only one that seems to be taking note of this.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that he is making the same passing glances he makes at Montly. Every now and then, just to kind of key in on where Montly is. You can see that eye switch is coming towards you as well. Every now and then.
Towards me.
Towards you. Almost as if there's familiarity that is passing over him. You do not recognize him.
Are we still walking?
Mm-hmm. You are nearing the camp. There is a ridge nearing the city. You can see it off in the distance. You're nearing a ridge that continues down in a sideway pass. And the path continues on maybe another 200 feet before you reach the inn that the wife was at. And you're nearing that ridge. As you can kind of take note that this is happening.
I don't really have a way to kind of pull him aside right now, do I?
Kota still is under his
Okay.
arm. Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, with that, all of you make your way back to the inn, and the door cracks open, and that is where we're going to end our session for tonight. Woo! Well done, yes.
I'm very glad you didn't die.
Yeah.
Glad I didn't die.
Yeah, we may have lost streamers at Montly's death. Could have been really disastrous, but yeah, we pulled through.
We did it.
Great work, y'all.
So fun.
That was so fun.
Excellent job.
We did it.
We did it! Yeah! We did it! So yes, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're still here, thank you for bearing with us. We have been highs and lows. Yeah, but we're here and we're hot and sweaty because this is a hot room.
It's a bit toasty.
Yeah, it gets a little toasty.
It's a
I
little
felt
toasty.
it got real toasty whenever Montly just like, I'm dead. I was like, ooh, it's real hot in here. Yeah, you took 66. Are you okay? You alright?
He's just like,
no.
Well,
Just a pile of ash. Hey, you good? A Band-Aid on top of it.
gonna be okay. Okay. Yeah. So this is great. Again, thank you so much, everyone that is tuning in tonight. We plan to be here again at 7:30 next Monday, and continue to do so. Andrew, come back into the camera so we can all say thanks for
Seriously,
helping
great work
out.
tonight.
Well done, everyone.
Oh,
well done all around. And
It's not yet. It's coming.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
just that 5 seconds.
We'll get used to it.
Okay, cool. Thank y'all so much. We will see y'all next Monday. Is it Monday yet? We're not.
Let's
gonna
not
do
do
that.
that.
We're not gonna do
They already work. Yeah.
So
Really?
when is Monday next? That's it.
see you in 6 days and 23 hours.
Yes.